From the farmers and ranchers of Farm Bureau, this is Farm Weekend. An American Farm Bureau Federation young farmer testified before the Senate Agriculture Committee's Subcommittee on Commodities, Risk Management, and Trade. Chad Smith has more on the discussion centered around the Farm Bill.
Kevin Lucier, chair of the American Farm Bureau Federation's Young Farmer and Rancher Committee, recently gave testimony before the Senate Agriculture Committee. Lucier says he spoke about the challenges facing young farmers and ranchers.
He talked about the importance of passing a bipartisan farm bill and all that comes with that, Title I programs and the farm safety net, as well as highlighting the availability of capital for young farmers and ranchers to be able to get started in the agriculture industry.
He says it is critical for farmers and ranchers to tell their story to elected officials.
When you can get up there and say, for example, the dairy margin coverage program and what that means to my farm, I think it really gives the senators or congressional members a great example of what these programs actually do, because I think they see them as a policy. They don't necessarily see them how it affects Kevin Lucier and his family farm.
That's why it's important that Congress get a farm bill passed this year. Lucier says he got involved in advocating for agriculture after approaching State Farm Bureau members about his challenges.
They let me know that I'm not alone. There's young farmers and ranchers across this country that are dealing with the same issues. And it allowed me to learn and be trained on how to use my voice and be an advocate for agriculture, especially when it comes to passing a farm bill like this and the dire need of it. It's critical that we use our voice and tell our story.
Farmers and ranchers of any age can get involved in advocacy at fb.org/advocacy. Chad Smith, Washington.
Electing farm-friendly representatives. More on that when we come back.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, just as you do ride-alongs to inspect your fields and cattle, make sure you do the same for your mental well-being. Take time to check in with yourself and your neighbors. And if you find yourself in a crisis, remember, there's immediate help available at 988. Mental health is just as vital as the health of your farm. Let's prioritize it together. This message brought to you by Kansas Farm Bureau and Kansas Farmers Union.
Kansas Farm Bureau's Political Action Committee, voters organized to elect Farm Bureau Friends, or Vote FBF, comprised of active farmer and rancher members elected by their peers from each of KFB's 10 geographic districts, announced their endorsements of incumbents Representative Ron Estes in Kansas's 4th District and Tracy Mann in Kansas's 1st District. The KFB Vote FBF endorsement process began earlier this year with individual recommendations from the autonomous County Farm Bureau organizations. Join KFB on their next tour to Louisiana October 14th through the 18th. Tour highlights include diverse farms, ranches, and nurseries, a sugarcane mill, a rum tasting session, and an alligator farm. For more information and to register, go to www.kfb.org/travel. Next, Insight with Ashley Buying.
Frustrated with your current healthcare coverage? Kansans are saving up to 60% a month with Kansas Farm Bureau health plans. Choose from individual and family plans, short-term coverage, or dental and vision plans. It's quality coverage you can afford. Learn more and get a free quote by visiting kfbhealthplans.com or visiting a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent near you.
Now, Insight with Ashley Buying.
A couple of months ago, I was in the throes of motherhood, having a newborn baby as well as 3 other little ones. Trying to balance my career, household duties, being a mother and a wife, and helping on the farm after my maternity leave quickly became overwhelming. Sometimes self-care can make one's emotional and mental health be in a better place. For me, that is making sure I get up and exercise and stay connected with my loved ones. Between the fluctuating market prices, weather conditions, fatigue, and workload farmers and ranchers face, the stress can be daunting and at times may feel unconquerable. The most poignant epiphany is knowing that we are not alone. Farm Bureau has recently partnered with a service called Together All. This medium can let you know that you, again, are not alone. Kansas Farm Bureau has also made it clear they are actively working to break the stigma around mental health and are recognizing those who are engaged in the rural communities as leaders of the mental health movement. To learn more or to nominate an individual, visit kfb.org/Rural Minds Matter. I know all too well that tough times make stronger individuals.
Join us next weekend for another edition of Farm Weekend from Kansas Farm Bureau, the voice of agriculture.